The animation of giant steps is interesting, but it goes by too fast to see what Coltrane is doing. I'm going to make a few changes to the circle and then slow the playback down a bit. I'm also going to change the note letters to numbers so that we can see this in more general terms. Take a look at the circle when we divide it into 4 quadrants. At the top is the tonic, the key center, flanked by its perfect 4th and 5th. Moving clockwise, at 3 o'clock is the tonic's relative minor, the 6th, flanked by its perfect 4th and 5th, the 2 and 3. At 6 o'clock is the tritone, the flat 5, flanked by its perfect 4th and 5th, the 7 and flat 2. And at 9 o'clock is the tonic's relative major, the flat 3, flanked by its perfect 4th and 5th, the flat 6 and flat 7. The 1-4-5 group at the top is the heart of whatever key we're in. Chords based on these 3 notes are major or dominant chords. The 6-2-3 group is still in the diatonic scale, but the chords based on these notes are minor chords. Only the 7 note in the tritone group is in the diatonic scale. A chord based on this note is a half-diminished chord. The other 2 notes are outside of the scale. These 3 notes are the most dissonant. The last group is outside of the scale. Here are the notes in the diatonic scale: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The scale uses all of the notes in these 2 groups, plus the 7 from the tritone group. Incidentally, the 5 notes that are left over make up the pentatonic scale of the tritone. So each of the 4 quadrants makes a different contribution to the music. Each type of chord uses different notes from the quadrants to create a distinct quality. Any major 7 chord has this shape, with 2 pairs of adjacent notes separated by 2 notes. The 3, 5, and 7 notes are clockwise from the tonic. Any minor 7 chord has this shape, with 2 pairs of adjacent notes separated by 1 note. The flat 3 and flat 7 notes are counterclockwise from the tonic. Any dominant chord has this shape. The flat 3 note of the minor chord is a natural 3 in the dominant, which moves it to the clockwise side of the tonic. Notice that the 3 and flat 7 notes form a tritone pair, creating the tension we hear in the dominant 7. The half-diminished chord shape is quite similar to the dominant, but the tonic is part of the tritone pair. This is also the shape of a minor 6 chord. The diminished chord shape is symmetrical, so the chord can take the name of any of the 4 notes in it. Each note comes from a different group. And the augmented chord shape is also symmetrical, so the chord can take the name of any of its 3 notes. This is the chord shape that Coltrane explores in Giant Steps. Since we have a specific song to look at, I'll go back now to the note letters. Giant Steps moves through 3 key centers, B, G, and E flat, the 3 notes of this augmented triad. Now let's slow down Giant Steps and see what we get with this new view of the circle. To see what's going on, watch just one piece of the animation a few times through, like how the tonic group moves, or how the 3 note turns into the 7. Then move on to a different piece. The recording sounds awful, but it helps to see how the progression works. My profound apologies to the creators. I'll play it again at normal speed at the end to get this sound out of our ears.